So I have kind of an unusual thing to ask you. You've mentioned several times, that you're social by nature, and I would say you're very much a can-do person. Have there been times in your life when you really felt like, God, what do I do? And how did you come out of that?
Oh, 100%. I'm emotional. So I do take that deep dive. And going back to the pandemic, there was a place where I took a deep dive. And then I got a tarot card reading. And she said, you're so ready to start this school. And I think, and this is just symbolic of the past 20 years of just, working as a yoga teacher. Every time you feel that sense of despair, you ride the emotions out. And I'm very thankful to have my practice, because my practice really keeps me on track, and it keeps bringing me back to why I love to do what I do. And I'm sure, you've been teaching for 40 years, I've been teaching for, over 20, but there's always highs and lows. And this is something all my mentors have told me, if you stay the course, you just have to ride it out, you'll see how the story unfolds. So I think that's my motto. And even when I do take that deep dive down into the pit of my emotions, I always stay the course. I keep my practice, and then it's just interesting how things change and they open up.
I love what you just said. You'll see how the story unfolds. It's like, show up on your mat, trust in the yoga, and the next chapter will be there. When you're ready, then it's okay.
100%. And part of what I look for in a teacher is teachers that do have a daily practice, and you can see it works. Keeping that daily practice, it keeps you out of that slump. We're all going to fall into a slump no matter what, but the practice just makes that dive into the cave not so, heartbroken.
So there's the Ashtanga, the Iyengar. Are there other facets, other branches of yoga that have influenced you?
I've done Vipassana, and I would say that I definitely favor asana first. And something I learned about Vipassana is meditation's very important, especially for me, because I do have a tendency to be super hyperactive up here, but I need a lot of asana. So I really, to this day, I have my practice of the asana first. I love pranayama, and I think this is something I also got from Tim Miller, Noah Williams. I love the pranayama practice, and then that goes right into my meditation practice. But I'm big with repetition. Even though I take other people's classes, I still, like I said, I have that baseline that I commit to at least 3-4 times a week.
Yeah, through the repetition, the refinement, we restore our physical, our emotional, the parasympathetic nervous system you mentioned before, and that's a good baseline. So rather than seeking immediate gratification, that immediate fix through the years, I think of it like when I look through the rear view mirror, what is it that has really sustained me? And it is just showing up every day for that practice. So here we are back at the Center for Yoga.
Yeah, I know, right?
And the diversity here is just so rich. You've mentioned, kind of the amalgam that you have now of the Ashtanga and the Iyengar, and what do you see for us here at the Center for Yoga? And I know that you have a home now in Europe, so we're really happy when you're here with us. How do you see us enabling the Center for Yoga to thrive?
This is a community place. And I taught here for 10 years prior, but then I went on my own for a little bit, and now I'm back here, and I still see the same students. And every single student says, I've had so many intense experiences that I've had to work out in my life that I've worked out through being in this room. So I think, once people start coming back and that community starts to gel again, I think this is a safe space for people to come and work through whatever obstacles they're working through in their lives. And I love the fact, even Sunday when we did the teacher's class, everybody has an eclectic background. And something that I'm trying to teach in my school is there's just not one way of doing things. All of us have different personalities. We have different needs in our practice. And I think that's what the Center for Yoga can offer.
And different things at different phases in our life. You
100%.
mentioned when you were young, and then we also have gentle yoga and the community and ritual. Well, I'm so glad that you're here, and I'm glad that we can be together and practice again. And I'll see you on the mat.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow too.